Don't tell Dennis I'm in here because he might try to put me out because the fire we about to put down tonight, that's a dope thing to have. I sound so passionate about it because I am passionate about it. I'm passionate about the arts. We got an exciting show today, a phenomenal show. We're up next if we're not already there. And people always come to me like, yo, your productions is crazy. I love being on set of this and that. Because I know a lot of people from this area already doing big things, including myself and including all these people sitting here. You're gonna have to have me in here more. You already know, bro. It's 20 people on this set that have to be here, and you not here is making it hard on everybody else.
Join us in this exclusive hour, the Actors Academy, with your host, Awesome Amin.
Yo, welcome back to the Actors Academy podcast. You know, I feel super excited. It's super dope to be back right here at Be More Podcast Studios. And this is the only place you're going to catch us. You can catch us on YouTube, but guess where that's still going to be at? Be More Podcast Studio. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you tap in, because the Actors Academy podcast is always lit. It's always something crazy, always something dope happening, and something that's very, very exciting. And today is just like every other day. I'm so excited to have our guest that we have on. He's making some crazy dope moves in the film industry. And guess what? Brother is only 26 years old, man. He's doing things that people my age or even older or dream about. Let's just call him a dream chaser, all right? We're going to get to that and why we call him that in a second. But I want to start with, for those that are chasing their dreams, for anybody that's an artist within the industry, and you have to know that the way that you look in the public eye matters, right? So you want to make sure that you craft your career the right way. And a part of crafting your career the right way is having the right photographer and the right person being able to snap and capture what you have going on. So at the Actors Academy, you know, it's always about education, opportunity, and community. So today we're going to be starting off with an opportunity for you all to find the right shooter for your projects in the DMV. So I'm going to give you all a list of some shooters that are from this area, that are photographers and also videographers that are doing some dope things within the industry. And you need to tap in with them, all right? This is a plug. So make sure you look at all of these different IGs and you follow them because they will make a difference in your life. So the first videographer, photographer I want to talk about is Grumpy Panda. You can follow him on Instagram at PT Hump on Instagram, of course. Grumpy Panda, I've seen him work with a few models. One in particular, I know he worked with, was it Michelle? Seward has probably worked with him before, and a few other artists in this area. And he deals with a lot of models and different things. And I think he operates out of the Parkdale area. So if you're looking for somebody that's really going to capture that model essence, I would definitely say holla at Grumpy Panda. The second one would be Jerry of Mass Creation Studios. Now, I love working with Jerry because he has one of the best studios that I've ever seen. It's so big. It has so many different products that you can use within your photo shoot. So I would definitely say tap in with Jerry at Mass Creation Studios. The third one is my guy, my brother. I grew up with him my whole life. My man, Yo with the Camera. If you don't know about Yo with the Camera, you really need to tap in with this guy. You can follow him now on Instagram, Yo with the Camera. He does a lot of different things that kind of articulate the hood. And I love my guy, but that's what he kind of invests his talents in when he is creating and when he's taking photos. It's showing the beautiful side of the hood. Lauresepaintz. She does a lot of different things with, like, you know, pregnancy models, and when females she caters to females a lot. So when you want to feel real dainty and real feminine, I would say holler at Laurese because she also does the painting as well. So she'll paint your body and she does a phenomenal job with it. So make sure you follow her on Instagram at Lauresepaintz. Then the next one is Carter's Vision. Carter's Vision is actually in the building with us tonight. I have seen on his page the different music videos, the different artists that he shoots behind the scenes, and he has some phenomenal work. So I definitely say tap in with him, and we're going to learn more about him in a second. The next one is Abeni Nazeer. Abeni Nazeer is on Instagram as Director Abeni Nazeer. She also does music videos as well. I work with her on a lot of different projects. She represents Baltimore so well. I think she lives in LA now, but she's a great representation of the talent that we have here. Awesome videographer. Shout out Abeni. Shout out her dad, Seven. That's my guy right there. The next one, Swagmatik, my man Swag. He always supports, man. He is one of those people in the DMV, man. He's going to pull up and show out. He's going to take phenomenal photos, and he is for hire, and he's local. So if you need some great photos and you are local to the DMV area, I would say holla at my man Swagmatik at Swagmatik Official. The last one is Sunnest Studios. I think it's Sunnest Studios. I haven't worked with them as of yet, but I know a few models that actually have, and they tell me that the space is beautiful. So I want you to go ahead and follow Sunnest Studios on Instagram as well. I heard they have a huge space that they film out of, and they create a lot of dope work there as well. All right, so those are my top 10 shooters out of the DMV area, because like I said, we always want to put you on some kind of game when it comes to the Actors Academy. And if you don't know, now you know. All right. So our guest today, like I said, is actually from this list. He's a director, an editor, a photographer, a screenwriter, and a producer. He's directed projects and been in rooms with all of your favorite artists, Lil Baby, Future, Meek Mills, and even recently he shot Jay-Z, the one and only Hove. So I'm so interested, and I cannot wait to talk to this young man here, and we'll be talking to him as soon as we get back from this brief break. So stay tuned.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Hollywood Tim.
It's your girl T Stacks, and we are the new hosts of Be More Pod Exclusive.
We're going to be your VIP host for all your VIP guests, giving VIP experiences.
Make sure y'all stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Be on the lookout.
Lock in.
Be More Pod is more than just a podcast. Be More Pod Studios is an entire network.
We gonna have Michael Jackson back alive for GTA 6.
And speaking, let me just hop on the chat real quick. I see we got something to say, Big Dana, not the little one. Hey sis, who that? So I got a game today that's kind of like, let me I think I wrote a title for it today. Last week I had a title. This is what I got. Okay, this is quite easy. It's called Finish the Line, 85 to 95 edition. All of y'all were alive during those years, weren't you? Between 85 and 95. Except for Dana. Everybody else was
like, that's like you giving a Ferrari to a 16-year-old who just got his license.
I agree.
You know, I want them to get the money, and they deserve the money. But at the end of the day, it's just like, now they just chasing the money. Now you got this.
News came out today that he might miss more time because his knee is swelling. So if Durant is out, that definitely gives Lakers a little bit of an advantage, even with them missing people, because Durant is your star player on the team. So I feel like this can help the Lakers, and Luka could probably come back if they could extend this series.
Be More Pod Studios. Subscribe today.
Cool. All right. Welcome back. I'm so honored to bring this young man onto the Actors Academy podcast. He's a great representation of just homegrown talent, and we're just honored to have him here. So without further ado, let's bring in Baltimore's own Carter's Vision. What's going on, brother?
Bro, how you feeling, man?
I'm doing good, feeling great. Thanks for pulling up on us.
I appreciate it, for sure.
For sure. So let's get straight into it, man. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you want to become a photographer?
So I'm from East Baltimore. Homegrown. Went to Lake Clifton High School. To be honest, bro, I always kind of wanted to do like photography, videography. I grew up in a crib where my grandmother raised me, so a lot of times it was like VHS tapes and stuff like in the crib. So I'm watching all different types of movies that's just like feeding into my creativity. I just didn't know it at the time. So like I'm looking at movies like I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, old school movies like Shaft, House Party 1, House Party 2, Sister Act 2, Sister Act. So it was a lot of different components in the way that I looked at films and the way that I understood what film was.
For you to mention those movies, that means you've always had some sort of appreciation for art.
Yeah.
Always. That's good.
For sure.
So let's get into how you became this shooter for the stars, man. I'm looking at your page and I'm like, bro, with everybody, man. It's a beautiful thing, especially to know that you from, and then you said you're from down the hill too. So that's like, that's exactly where I'm from too. So to know that you know, that can come from, it's like a rose that grew from concrete for you to be in these different rooms, right?
Yeah.
So how did you actually get into the game? Somewhere I heard that you got in through like Meek Mill. Can you tell us that story and how you actually got plugged in?
Yeah, man, I jumped the gate, man, to get in the club when I was probably like 19, but to be 20 to get in and meet Meek. And from there, me and his relationship grew. He gave me opportunity.
So you actually jumped the gate?
Yeah, to get in the club, jumped the gate. Right. I probably told this story probably about 1 million times now.
Tell us a little bit. Hold on. How the hell you jumped the gate? You got into the club. You met Meek that same night?
Jumped the gate with my backpack on. No, I seen him in the club the week prior to that. And then I just wound up seeing him again in another club. I'm like, man, I want it. And he was one of my favorite rappers growing up too. So it was like I gotta get this footage. I think it was something that God planned for me for sure. Cause there ain't no way that we stayed in contact from me seeing him multiple times in the club. So it ain't enough credit I probably can give him in the world for even giving me an opportunity to put my foot in the door like I am now. So I'm gonna always give him his ups, man. You're a great person for that, for sure.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. When you said you jumped the gate, I thought that was like some sort of
I was jumping the gate. Security was chasing me and all. Like it was like a real situation. Atlanta, Georgia. Facts.
But you gotta take those risks sometimes. Without risks, you ain't gonna really get no rewards.
Yeah, I think a lot, man. If I didn't jump that gate, what would have happened? But there's a lot of risks that you take over time. I just think that, honestly speaking, though, bro, I just think that everything that happens in our life, like the more I'm older and I just think about like, all right, that happened when I was 20, right? I think the more things that happen in our life, you gotta understand like those things is meant to happen, right? As long as you put in work and you say like, all right, you want to do this or you want to do that, I think that God has a way of like making it happen if that's for you.
If that's for you,
you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about a lot of things now.
So now that you're in these different spaces, right? You seem to be in a lot of intimate spaces with like high-level stars. How does it feel being in those rooms, knowing that you came from jumping the gate? Like, I'm gonna just use that because I like that analogy. I'm gonna use that in a couple other ways probably tonight. But from jumping the gate to now, you're in those rooms. You're invited. You're there. How does that feel?
To be honest, bro, my answer when I was 21 and my answer at 26 is two different things. I think that a lot of times we can kind of get caught up in, we're in this room with this person that's of status or, these qualities. And a lot of times we forget, like, they human too. Sometimes they actually be terrible people. So I think now that I'm 26 and I've seen so much, it really don't move me that much. I think that, it's about your character and what you do on a day-to-day basis that makes you, humane. I think it makes you a dope person. Like, I seen people that I not glorify, but I love their music. I love what I thought they represented. And I saw the real them and it's like, you're not, like, I love my uncle more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my uncle really that's who I look up to. So it's certain, things that I look at differently now. So I don't really cherish that or, like really care that much about it. I think that I love creating dope art with talented people. And a lot of times that, those are the most talented people, of course, in their field. So, it gotta be like that. But I'm just about, man, it's not even really a thing of, status with me at this point. It's like, let's create dope art. And I feel like I'm at that point now, like, I just want the world to see my art for what it is, not because of who I'm connected to. So I love Meek, you know what I'm saying? He put me on, gave me opportunity, but I want to create something that's so dope with just unknown people that you look at the work and you look at the quality of them and you say, well, it don't even matter if it wasn't nobody that I knew. That shit hard. You know what I'm saying? So I reached that level of like how I look at it now.
So you would say your answer was different when you were 21?
Yeah, my answer would have been like, damn, like that's crazy. I'm, in a room with all these cool people. Like I came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So and don't take me wrong, I'm not saying I don't appreciate it or it wasn't dope because it's still a lot of things that I may have took from Meek back then that I use now as a grown man. Or just me in the room looking at Jay, I'm looking at his mannerisms. I never really had a dad to teach me certain high level things when it comes to little small shit like that. So I'm looking at the way Jay might hold his wine glass or the way that Meek might hop out the whip. You know what I'm saying? Like little shit that's like, all right, this is a high value rich man. Like this is how you carry it. So it's certain things that I took from it and it made me into the man I am now. So it's certain levels and certain things that I'm just not gonna intriguing anymore, like women and certain women, you know what I'm saying, certain people, guys, like we don't gotta really talk. You ain't really talking about nothing. So there's certain things that make sense now that didn't make sense for me back then, but you know, just paying attention and understanding, you know what I'm saying? You could
That's
grasp the
wisdom.
whole, yeah,
That's
for
wisdom
sure.
right there, bro. Okay, that's actually a really good answer, man.
Yeah.
So getting into that, who is your favorite artist to like shoot? Who do you normally have like a really good time with? Because you say, you know, certain people that I know I might be cool on that guy, but who's an artist that when you get up with, you just like, that's bro, you know what I mean, on sets or whatever?
Damn, that's a dope ass question. To be honest, bro, I actually love when I do Under Armour commercials. I feel like whenever I'm doing that, it's a lot of creative control within myself, and I think I had the most fun with those because it's like I could tell a story through, of course, apparel and like, you know what I'm saying, sneakers. Excuse me, and you know what I'm saying, it's relatable to the world in a dope way in my viewpoint. So I would think me doing Under Armour commercials with creative control, I like those a lot.
Yeah, and it's Baltimore too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for
And
sure,
it's Baltimore too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you just say artist, I'd probably say Fab. Man, Fab. Like, man, Fab
cool.
always had good conversations for sure.
No, facts.
Yeah, Fab a good dude.
Yeah, Fab always seemed cool.
Yeah,
Fab
my
always seemed
dog.
cool with his music and stuff too. And speaking of Fab, he's from New York, and you were just actually recently in New York for Jay-Z's 30 year. What was it? 30 year?
Yeah.
It was not Hard Knock Life, was it?
No, I came on
Reasonable Doubt.
No, not Reasonable Doubt. Blueprint.
It was the Blueprint 30 year.
I think it was 3 of them. It was
okay.
It was 3 days of
3
different.
days.
Yeah, it was 3 days of different ones.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so how was that? Were you there for just the one day, or you did 2 or 3 days?
I did 2 days.
Okay.
The middle day and the last day. It was pretty cool, man. I haven't seen Jay in a few years. Probably last time I seen him was probably like 2024. So that was my first time seeing him since then. So it's pretty cool to just snap some pictures, be around some people that I know in the industry.
It's a bunch of people up there. I know the crowd was
it was crazy. I still remember the first day Meek introduced me to Jay.
What was that like?
Crazy, surreal, definitely a surreal moment. In my head at the time, of course. I walked in, I gave him like a little fist pound.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? After that, he understood who I was, and you know what I'm saying? We just rapping, having a genuine conversation. But honestly, in those settings, when I'm like 21 years old, I'm really just listening.
Yeah.
Like a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was kind of just like spoken to at that point.
Were you nervous?
Not really.
The first time?
Nah, I wasn't. I wasn't at all. Because I felt like at that point, I'm meant to be here. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't never feel like, to this day, like, it ain't really nobody in the world.
I was going to ask, is there a celebrity that you've met that you've been nervous around?
Probably, I ain't gonna lie, I just shot. Nah, definitely not them, nobody like that. Right. But I say like yesterday, right? No, excuse me, Sunday, I went to see Lauryn Hill. And Lauryn Hill probably is like the only person where I ain't gonna lie, like if I see her in person, I would have been like, damn, I gotta get a picture with you. Yeah, that's the only person. But that's low key, I took pictures of it, and it was like that was the last person on my list. And I'm like, yeah, I got fuck with you. You gotta get I seen it, so it was like it's cool. Okay, but probably nobody. I wouldn't really care. Got you. So when you take your pictures, do you like? Are you inspired by the artists and what they're doing? Or are you just kind of flicking away and getting whatever you can catch? So I got like I'm not one of the photographers that's just like, subject hit. Like, I like to see different things, like me being in the background, how you might be wearing a certain outfit that day, or the wall that might be behind you might be green that day. So I'm paying attention to the colors and how the colors might collab with your outfit, or you get what I'm saying? Just certain aesthetics, or like a picture that's, you know what I'm saying? Just different things, not just a picture. Like a lot of people pick up cameras and they just take pictures. You got to be an artist and, have a different viewpoint and aesthetic with your style. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to tell a lot of young photographers too. Like, you got to create your own style. Don't just snap a picture and like, you know what I'm saying? Your homie saying like, that's fire. Like, a lot of times probably not fire, but you know what I'm saying? You need constructive criticism, but That's what's up, man. So that's actually leads to, that was kind of like my last question, but I'm going to bring it up now. Like, if you had any advice that you would give to a shooter that's coming up, a young kid, like you're a young kid from Baltimore City, man. It's a lot of kids that will be looking up to you because they see you with these different artists. And once they find out you from Baltimore, I can do something with the camera as well. What advice would you have for them? I heard you just say create your own style. What's something else that you would give them as advice? Just stay true to yourself. Stay true to, the people that help you along the way. Stay true to all the things that you feel like mean something to you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely don't get caught up in the hype or nothing. Just stay true to who you are. Like, I give back to kids now, like teaching them how to, you know what I'm saying, take pictures and things like that. So I was doing that when I'm still on the road, going this place, that place. So it's like, I think if I didn't stay true, I would feel a disconnect from myself. Like I always told myself, like no matter how big I get, I still want to be reachable and I still want to be able to give back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why even if you might see me, and this could hurt me sometimes, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you might see me around Jay or Meek one day, you might see me in the hood somewhere just politicking with a kid, or you know what I'm saying, just chilling with my friends or somewhere that, you know, we may have grown up. So at times, you know, I still want to be reachable, but you gotta understand your energy. And I'm big with energy. So I would tell the kids that's younger than me, just keep your energy pure. With bad energy, you can't really do nothing. Like the people around you gotta have good spirits. If they don't got it, then your day ain't gonna really move properly. Like how you had all this set up today, like that's good energy around you. You get what I'm saying? Because they help that come to fruition. So if you don't got that, nothing gonna be successful right in your life. So you gotta be aware of people with bad energy and get them out your life. That's a great piece of advice I would give.
Yeah,
that's something I struggle with a lot. Like I didn't know so many people around me had such bad energy and how that can affect me in my mind, the way I think about myself, the way I think about others. So that's something I say definitely gotta have good energy.
Yeah. And the mindset I would have to say of like, and I love it. And it has something to do with like Brandon Scott and some other political things that are happening. But the mindset of the youth in Baltimore City has changed a little bit since I was growing up. And, you know, the murders are down and a lot of different things. So for you to say that is huge for a young person that wants to get into this, that they need to understand that mindset and who they hang around is a big deal. Like it was at a certain point in my life when I realized I got to stop hanging with bro because bro's on a path to whatever. And a couple of them is sitting behind bars now or in the jail. I mean, or dead.
And truth be told, bro, like I just think in my head in this place right now, I think just from me working with kids, I could kind of understand and tell they don't really like to think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's something we did have a little bit more back in our day. Like people actually thought for themselves in a sense. So it was like, you ain't really just follow such and such because you said this cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll say like, no, bro, that's corny. Like, what you doing? Like, we'll speak up and say that.
No, fact.
Now I think people just like go along with the trends. Like he said he like NBA young boy, so that's who you like now. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't even listen to that. You just been a follower. And that following lead to, all right, he got a shiesty, so let me get a shiesty. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just trying to be tough for no reason. And it's like, it ain't enough getting money, real cool guys that's around these kids to show them, like, bro, your big brother still been living with your mom for a minute, bro. Like, that's like a problem. I get it, life happened, but he ain't even trying. You know what I'm saying? That's who you really look up to. So it's like a trickle effect. Like, what you around is what you kind of become. So that's one thing I can say. Like, I always had my own mind. And even though, like, of course, Meek didn't know me from a can of paint, or Jay ain't really know me from a can of paint, but when they got around me, they like, nah, he from Baltimore, he a little sharp, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's because I had somewhat OGs and a good support system from my mom and grandma, and they just give me game on how to, you know, just be a man and hold your own.
Because when you're at their level, you can't trust everybody, right? You're not trying to bring everybody around. So for them to accept you into that circle, they had to. I
was always like, I could see very mature at a young age. Because even getting into that, you know, I had to act light years ahead of how old I actually was to even be in certain rooms and do the things that they was doing. Like, I don't even think my driver's license was flipped yet. And I'm in there drinking Douce and you know what I mean, stuff like that. I'm even dating older women. Women ain't even asking me my age at that point. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of bad. Probably fucked me up now. But looking back at it now, man, helped me a lot to understand like what I want, what I don't want. So definitely move smooth with that.
So you just mentioned just having the right mindset, mind state, different things like that. And something just came from your mind recently. You just came up with a new short film that you created. I believe it's called A Piece of Me. Can you tell us about that film and where that came from?
So A Piece of Me is something I wanted to do for a long time. One of the producers, Mr. Laurese, he been on me probably for like a year straight. Like, man, you need to get this out. So it's basically a story about my dad. My dad suffered from schizophrenia. So that always been like something I kind of had to deal with as a child. Not really understanding it and understanding at some points like, damn, he don't fuck with me. At some points, like, you might fuck with me. Like, and that confidence can kind of like, you know, when you're a kid, you don't really notice it, but it can kind of fuck with you. Because I always wanted approval from my father in like certain ways, and I couldn't not necessarily get it. So I look back now and it's like, damn, me doing a lot with the kids, maybe that might trickle down from that, because I just can see a kid that just don't got an older guy to just tell him like, ask around Z. There's certain things that I would want from my father that I just couldn't necessarily get. So when I put that into the film, it's like, all right, maybe people can actually see how it is to have a parent that's like this and still love him. You know what I'm saying? Through.
So that's the basis or synopsis of the film is somebody suffering from schizophrenia?
It's a mental health movie for sure.
Okay.
Yep. So
got you.
Hopefully it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? And it hit deep for a lot of people. Because it's definitely like real situations that happen, like a real story. So hopefully it could bring a lot of awareness to schizophrenia. For sure.
When do you plan on releasing it?
Probably August, October, for sure. So,
August, October.
Yeah,
okay, 2026.
2026.
We'll be looking for it.
No, for sure. Hopefully they appreciate it. They like it.
No doubt. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. So my last question for you is, before we get on to the game, we got a game for everything we do, right?
Yeah.
What mark does Carter Vision want to leave on the craft, especially in the DMV area?
In the DMV area, I feel like, honestly speaking, I want to leave a mark for kids from my city. To just chase their dreams and understand that you could do whatever you put your mind to, and whatever you do. But as far as like the legacy that I want to leave worldwide, I think that I want to prove that you could do anything and you could put your mind to anything to be the greatest. At times, a lot of things that I thought was like, I can't do that, or it's like, nah, that probably ain't gonna happen. God always set it up for me, like, nah, just put in the work, I'm gonna meet you halfway. So I don't know, like sometimes I scare myself the way I be thinking, but then again I think back and it's like, damn, I scared myself back then when I talk about certain shit and was like, I'm gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? When you really do it, you be like, damn, like I really did that shit. Like I used to, that's some shit back then I'd have been like, fuck no, like I would never do that. But now, like in my head, I feel like I could be like the next Ryan Coogler. So it's like,
nice.
Maybe later down the line, I might be like, damn, I did that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be pretty cool to just, and even if I fall short of that, at least I strive to that level.
For that.
Feel me? So,
no doubt.
As long as my stories touch people and they give people hope and, you know what I'm saying, tell a story, I'm cool with that. And as long as I gave back while I was here and I did something to push certain things forward while I was here on Earth, I think that that's the best thing anybody could ask for. So
no doubt.
That's really all I could ask for.
That's the mark you want to leave.
Yeah, people say money and fame and stuff like that, but I just don't think that's like something that would really make me happy. Like I'm simple as a motherfucker, so I don't really think that's something that I really aim for no more. Like I don't know. I see people with money, but you could get sick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could have money, but you could. Like, what you gonna do with money and you got cancer or anything? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how you gonna treat your family, bro? The people that's with you day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to just aim for the things that's like people worshiping you and shit like that, because that's fake. It ain't really real. And a lot of people spend their whole life, bro, chasing that shit. And it's like, I guarantee you, when you get it, you're gonna see how fake motherfuckers really is. You're also gonna see the shit that they come with. And you gonna wish, like, damn, I wish I had them real motherfuckers in my corner, because a lot of that other shit, like the clout and all that, it's cool as hell they going tomorrow.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I just had a conversation with Eli on the way over here about that, like how some artists are just money, this, that. That's all they talk about. And it's like, bro, I want something deeper than that. Like, I really want a human connection. That's like the biggest thing for me, is to have a human connection. So it's good to hear that you talk like that as well, brother.
Yeah, I think we all want money. Of course, we need money. And I think a big thing people should aim for is just comfortability and understanding that what you have is enough. A lot of times we look at other people's cups and you don't even notice, like, your shit kind of full. Like, there's people that really wish they could walk, bro, but you could walk. Like, that's something that's like, they'll give up their whole shit to switch places with you right now.
Yeah.
Feel me? But you riding about, because you don't got the fastest Bentley, but she got this and she got that. She got a Chanel and she got this. Like, it's all very dreamy. So it's like, when you just take a step back, bro, and just reflect. Just gotta say, thank you, God, man. Take a deep woosah, and just get to it the next day to be your best self. And whatever God got in store from you from that, you gonna grow from that. But the moment we start comparing and this and that, that's when you lose sight of who he is, and that's when you become an evil person unintentionally. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I think once we get in tune with that part of ourselves, I think that we'll be way better along, for real, for sure.
No doubt.
Like,
Man, that's a great way to end the interview portion of this, man. You're a very humble guy, man. I really appreciate this whole interview we just had. But now I got to put you to the test, right?
Yeah.
I told you we had a game to play, but we're going to go to this game after this short break. This is our last break for the evening. So I'll be right back with Carter's Vision, and we're going to play this game. So Actors Academy Podcast, make sure you come back.
All right, my name is David Lloyd Marcus here at the Actors Academy Podcast at Be More Pod Studios. Make sure you check it out. Like and subscribe.
Hey, young world, it's your boy Craig Rhodes here at the Actors Academy Podcast. Make sure y'all like, watch, and subscribe where you can only see it here at the Be More Pod Studios.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Hollywood Tim.
It's your girl T Stacks, and we are the new hosts of Be More Pod Exclusive.
We're going to be a VIP host for all your VIP guests, giving VIP experiences.
Make sure y'all stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Be on the lookout.
Lock in.
All right. It is the most fun time at the Actors Academy Podcast. We are on to the game. Now, this was going to be a short game. I got one guest today, but I came up with this game because I know my man here, Carter's Vision, is from Baltimore, but we're about to put his Baltimore to the test. All right. So since he's a cameraman, I have a few photos here in and around town in Baltimore. That's the name of the game. It's called Around Town. So when you see this photo, you have to let us know where this is. You can give us the street, you can give us the area. I just got to know if you're really from Baltimore, bro. You sound like it. You say you're from here, right? But we're gonna really test that for you, all right? And you're a photographer too, so you should know these angles. You should know all this shit. You ready? All right, let's get it. All right, first picture, please. Around town in Baltimore. Where are we?
That's by the courthouse, downtown Baltimore.
You get one more. I'll give you one more guess.
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, North Avenue.
Yes, sir. There you go. Okay, yes. North Avenue. That's the city schools building. I actually worked there for 7 years. Worst time of my life. All right. Next one. Where that's at? Fair Hill. Okay. Give him the next one. He from East Baltimore. He might not get this one.
That's the Avenue.
Oh, all right. There we go. All right, go to the next one. What we got? That's the tough one right there.
If I'm not mistaken, like by East Point?
Yes, sir. Dundalk, East Point area, the Golden Eggs. All right, let's go to the next one.
Drew Hill Park.
You knew that. What's the name of the building?
I don't know the name.
I don't know the name of the building either. So, all right, cool. I think it's like a conservatory or a greenhouse or something. What's that?
That's City.
City? Yeah, City High School, City College is the official name. Last but not least, Mondawmin. Okay, you passed the test. That's it.
That was too easy.
Hey, I don't know. That first one kind of, you don't know. Can we get you that? We should give him that one. He got it. He probably got it. North Avenue. Yeah. But you from Baltimore. Let me dap you up.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Excellent conversation. Excellent talk. I really enjoyed this. It was really dope talking to you, Carter's Vision. And thank you for pulling up. All right. Can you just let everybody know how they can follow you on Instagram?
Yo, my Instagram is Carters_Vision. Follow me on that. Follow my Use Vision page too, where I got all my kids and all that stuff. So appreciate y'all having me. Dope podcast.
For sure. And thank you again for pulling up.
No, for sure.
I want to give a shout out to our producer Sandy and then also Kira. I want to give a special thank you as always to Be More Podcast Studios for allowing us to film in this beautiful space. Dennis, you know you're my man. Thank you for letting me be here. You know it's all love, brother. Thank you. Make sure you all follow the Actors Academy on our social media. And also, all of our events are on eventbrite.com. So please make sure you look up the Actors Academy on Instagram, Facebook, and then also on Eventbrite to keep up with all of our activities. And I just can't wait to do this again. So until then, we'll see you at the top.